Welcome to my channel, Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. Okay, I said I was going to make a card out of this kit, and I did that. Well, I didn't make it yet. I'm going to show you. I went ahead and picked out what I wanted to put in on the card, and I decided to go collage style. So here's the adhesive, and I decided to do a masculine card because, like I said, it's very rare. You don't seldom see a lot of stuff to make a masculine card. I should have had this open, I guess. Oh, it's way down there. Okay, so the adhesive comes with the kit. My mats, I don't remember my sizes. What I do is measure the card. Then I decided to double mat it. I cut it a 1/4 inch smaller on both sides, and that gives me an 1/8 of an inch all around. And then I put this one a 1/4 inch smaller than this one to give me the other 1/8 of an inch all the way around. I was tempted to use that gold paper, but there's a lot of gold in this, and so I kind of decided not to use the gold for this. Yep, and I decided I wanted to do, let's put this to the side for now. I decided I wanted to do collage style, basically. And I picked the clock that I really liked. Of course, the inkwell and the quill. I think that will go good on that. Life is Sweet and the postcard. Okay, so I'm going to start with the clock. I'm going to put, let me get some scissors here. Okay, double-sided tape, probably kind of tough on a round, but we'll just leave it at this for now. I don't usually use this kind of stuff, so this is something different for me. I got a little pokey tool. Let me see if this is the right side. Yep. Oh. Okay. Peel that off. Peel that off. Peel that off. This is just in case you didn't see my last video, the July 2020 Spellbinder craft card kit of the month, and it's vintage memories, and I was just so impressed with the vintage look that I decided I would do a card. Normally, I like to make this stuff on my own. I'm not one to buy all this stuff. But I did just get, they had a clearance sale, and I bought some stuff, and I did just get that in. So I'll be doing a haul video. You probably get that tomorrow. And I love the inkwell. And I never mind if my stuff hangs over the mat a little bit. I kind of like that sometimes, so you'll see me doing that. I think it just kind of adds to the look sometimes, gives it a little bit of personality. You might, if you were doing this, want to be more careful. I'm trying to do it quicker for the video. So I'm just making a grouping, like I said, collage style. Oh, I probably should have laid this down. I kind of wanted this. Oh, well, maybe I'll have to stick it over here more. That's all right. You can always adjust. If it's handcrafted, it's not going to be perfect. I don't know really anybody that's absolutely perfect. I know a few people that just, it seems like everything they do turns out just right, and I think my stuff don't turn out that way. And then they'll ask me, how'd you get that to turn out so good? And it looks like it's just right. So we're the ones that see our mistakes more than other people. Sometimes we're our, the saying, our own worst critics. So if you want to get into crafting, do it. You know what? Do it for yourself. If nobody else, do it for yourself. Enjoy it. Have some fun with it. Be creative. Try different things. That's what I want to do, is try some different things, and I haven't really got into a lot of stuff right now yet, but I'm fixing to. So okay, and this, I think I'm going to use the dots and give it a little dimension. I hope they fit. Yep, perfectly. They're tiny, so that's good. There we go. And I don't want to leave this label here empty. So even though it's a little big, that's what I'm doing. I think that looks cute myself, a little more personality. So that's how I'm doing it. Everybody's got their own style and their own way, and all you can do is just mess with it. Check it out and do it. Now there's a stamp in here that says thinking of you, and I was going to put that across here, but since it's vintage, there's a part of me that wonders if I should just write it myself, and I don't usually have a problem doing that. Let me get this pen here. I don't usually mind doing that. I should have wrote it before I glued it down. I'm just going to put it right across here. Not perfect, but there you have that. Okay, now we're gonna mat. And from my understanding, it's a little harder to mat with tape than wet glue. They always say if you have trouble matting, use wet glue because you have more ability to move it a little bit when you first set it down. So what I've seen people do on other demonstrations, we're gonna try. So I don't usually use double-sided tape for my stuff. I usually use glue. So if it wasn't in this kit, I wouldn't be using this. But there's definitely more to clean up with the tape. But that's a small price to pay, no big deal. Uh-oh. Set that back down. There we go. Put that down there. I'm glad I had that tool. Okay. Now line it up. And they say that if you stand up, it's easier to do too. And I'm hoping... Oh, I'm a little bit off. A little bit more on the bottom than on the top. But I still think it looks alright. And now we have to mat it to the card. Always make sure, see, always make sure you're putting it the right way. Because what if I had stuck it down this way and I hadn't checked? So you always got to make sure you, before you stick it down, that you got the card the right way. Okay, more tape. So like I said, when you're making a card and you want to mat, just go 1/4 inch smaller. That's what I do. Well, you could do whatever you want. If you want a bigger space in between, you want more paper to show, that's okay. You could do that too. It's, you know, whatever. It's your craft. I've seen some people do teeny tiny mats. So it's whatever you want to do. And you know, I'm not one of those people that's real artistic. I'm not an artist. I've never taken, other than high school, whatever, I've never taken art classes. So I think in college, the art class I took was rock and roll. Because I didn't want to have to try to do this artistic stuff that I don't have a lot of talent for painting or anything like that, but that's why if you're a beginner, we'll do this stuff together and explore this stuff together. And there's my card. What do you think? I like it. I like it very much. And of course it opens like this. And I like that, very masculine. I would have no problem giving that to some man, some guy somewhere. I think that's very good. And their card blanks that they send have a light texture to it. It's really nice. Really nice. I love this kit. And I will have a haul video for the Spellbinder stuff I got on clearance, on a clearance sale. Oh, and just want to make sure, if I hadn't mentioned it before, I have no affiliation with Spellbinders. And so this opinion is strictly my own. Thank you very much, and I hope I see you next time.